Welcome to the Mercy Blaze, where Nitai and Gurudev are distributing the highest mercy ever seen. So by the sweet will of Gurudev, we are still searching for quotes in Shri Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi from Caitanya Caritamrita. We are coming to an end, yes, soon. So we are in verse number 265 today. And there's a very nice quote. Aprakrita vastunahe prakrita gojara. This is a transcendental thing and it cannot be seen by materialists. So now you may think, what? And this is the topic. So stay here and then you will know. So the verse 265, the real forms of the cruel sinners of Vrindavan. Yes, you have heard right. The real forms of the cruel sinners of Vrindavan. Commentary by Srila Anandadas Babaji. As a means of praising all the moving and non-moving creatures of dull and material in Vrindavan. As a means of praising all the moving and non-moving creatures of Vrindavan. Shripad here describes the cruel sinners that meet in Vrindavan. There is nothing dull and material in Vrindavan whatsoever. And any devotee who does not have that faith is sure to commit offenses which will cause him to fail on the path of Raganuga Bhakti. Shripad writes in his Vrindavan Mahimamrita 1783-84, Swaranda Sachit Gana Rupata Matir Javana Vrindavana Vasi Chantushu Tavat Pravishtopi Tatra Vindate Tato Paradhat Padavim Parat Param. As long as you don't see that all the creatures that live in Vrindavan have blissful, transcendental forms, you will not attain the supreme goal, although you may have physically entered that abode. Yadaiva Sachit Rasa Rupa Buddhir Vrindavanashtastir Chakameshu Syanyavalyalikam Purushas Tadaiva Chakasti Radha Priya Sevirupa. As soon as a man honestly sees that all the moving and non-moving creatures that reside in Vrindavan are endowed with delicious, transcendental forms, you will attain the form of Radha's beloved maidservant. Again, as soon as a man honestly sees that all the moving and non-moving creatures that reside in Vrindavan are endowed with delicious, transcendental forms, you will attain the form of Radha's beloved maidservant. And here is the quote, Aprakrita vastunahe prakrita gochara. Caitanya Caritamrita. This is a transcendental thing, and it cannot be seen by materialists. So actually it's really wonderful that we just celebrated, or still celebrating, the birthday or appearance day of our Nityananda Prabhu. And his mercy actually is here again described, some wonderful aspect from it. Of course, it can never be fully described, but a very wonderful aspect from his mercy is described here, because he is actually handing us the mercy of Radharani. And Vrindavan is the place of the mercy of Radha. So let's see how this mercy of Radharani is in Vrindavan and comes through Nitai also to us. So now I will come to the verse. When I took at even the cruel and sinful persons that meet in Vrindavan, when I look at even the cruel and sinful persons that meet in Vrindavan, the abode full of wonderful, glorious sweetness, I consider even them to be most worshipable, although they are normally not fit to be seen or touched by saints. They are actually all good looking, like the true kings of mystics, and they have sweet, Rasika, and very blissful forms. So this is the transcendental vision of Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati. And it's very interesting how Anandadas Babaji is describing it. He's taking quotes from Vrindavan Mahimamrita. And this shows actually where Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati is standing. Because he has written, as soon as a man honestly sees that all the moving and non-moving creatures that reside in Vrindavan are endowed with delicious transcendental forms, then this man, or you, when you have this vision, will attain the form of Radha's beloved maidservant. So, how we can understand that? When we come from Western countries, even the most sinful meat-eaters, cheaters and whatever, we are allowed to enter this holy place, Vrindavan, and we visit Gurudev. What is his vision? Does he see the fallen, cruel person? Or does he see inside and sees, oh, what a wonderful soul there inside? Oh, this is a Radha Dasi. Let me help this Dasi to put away the dust and let her shine again in the service of Radharani. So this is a transcendental vision. Aprikata vastunahe prakrita gochara. This is a transcendental thing, and it cannot be seen by materialists. Of course, you cannot see the transcendental sweet forms of even the worst creatures in Vrindavan. Like once in a night I saw a very big rat. I mean, there were hundreds of rats, but one big was the leader. And we made some pasta in the evening, and there was some rest in the kitchen. It was actually upstairs in the king chambers there, in Gurudev's chambers upstairs. So there's a little kitchen, and there was this prasad. Of course, it was covered, but in the night I heard rata boo boo jang ding bong, and I was waking up. And I went outside, and I was looking, and there was really such a rat. It was very big, and it made everyone who saw it, it made fear. It had really a very, very worse face, like. So I was a little bit, my God, I never saw such a rat. And for some seconds, we were just looking into each other's eyes. And it was like some little conversation. It was like the rat said, "Shouldn't we also get prasadam? Why are you upset? Go and let me take prasad." It was like this. And then I moved, and then they all went out. Of course, they came again later. I didn't went out again. So they took prasad. But this actually, it needs some mercy. I really felt that Gurudev is giving the mercy in this moment, that I could actually hear the thoughts of this rat. By mercy, we can see the things like they really are. And only with this vision that we actually see our form, our transcendental form, as Manjari of Radharani. In this understanding, or in this vision, you can see that all other creatures in Vrindavan, from the mosquito up to human forms, even the robbers there, who steal your money in the night with the gun, everyone has a transcendental form. So whoever has this vision, he will attain the form as Radha's beloved maidservant. And now we can see in the end of Shri Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, this is being told here. And Anandadas Babaji is actually underlining the mercy of Nitai, the mercy of Gauranga, the mercy of Panchatattva, the mercy of Gurudev, the mercy of Radharani. All that mercy he is underlining millions of times again and again. It's like he's giving his obeisances again and again and again in ecstasy. And he's telling us, just see how merciful this Nitai is. Just see how merciful this Gaura Sundara is. Just see how merciful our Swamini is. Just look. What a mercy. Even the greatest sinners will be accepted by her mercy if they just have this honest wish. Yes, I know I'm a sinner. Actually, I'm a robber, I'm a murderer. I'm the worst person you ever could find. But there's one little light inside my heart. I heard about the mercy of Radharani, and I came to Vrindavan to take shelter. I cannot change my material nature. I'm not able. Because the false ego I cannot control. The only thing I can do is I take shelter in the most merciful person existing, and praying again and again that she will take away whatever is in the way to the savor of her lotus feet. So this describes perfectly our situation. Nitai, in the form of Srila Prabhupada, came from Vrindavan. Prabhupada left Vrindavan and he came to New York. And he opened up the first transcendental place to take shelter. To the most sinful people, drug heads. We know that drug heads, they don't mind to kill people to get their drugs. We know that such drug heads do abominable things, but Prabhupada didn't care. He was under the worst people of this material world. And he was just giving mercy. And this is Nitai. Nitai's mercy came to the worst place in the world to distribute mercy. And so it came also to Germany, and I had the good luck to come in contact with these people who were spreading that mercy of Prabhupada. And so it began. My life changed. And so many other lives changed and are still changing by the mercy of Nitai. That is how Nitai is bringing the mercy of Radharani to us in so many forms. Although he's already here, he's already in our heart, he's already in every atom, he's everywhere in all directions. But then he takes other forms to make us very clear where to take shelter. Make us clear where we are standing. Where is our position right now? And then, where's our position, our natural position, and how to come back there? So, we can see that we cannot describe the mercy of our Radharani. It's impossible. Because this is just one very, very little aspect. Although it is already a very great aspect, if you see it from the other side. How merciful she is, that even robbers, criminals, the worst people can take shelter at her lotus feet. So maybe if someone wants to share some feelings, maybe has questions or whatever, maybe Gurudev is so merciful also to enlighten us more deep on this point.
Sudhanidhi want to share.
Sudhanidhi Didi, Radhe Radhe.
Jai Nitai.
Jai Nitai.
That is very nice how describe to feel Nitai everywhere, and to feel Nitai's mercy is our Swamini's mercy, because they are so connected. They are never to be divided. They are one transcendental personality that is coming to bless us with this chance to go in our spiritual identity. And also how you explain very nicely the glories of Srila Prabhupada, how he came. Yes, and he came in the time where so many people were asking, who am I? And they try to find out by using of hallucinations, no? Using this kind of pills or whatever and substances that make the mind more dull. But Nitai is expert in this, right, Gurudev? That is his expertise. This kind of people. He is going in the wine shop. He even goes himself to the wine shops. He is so merciful. He is he's not ashamed to pick up the lowest. Because why? He says, my Lord, my Gauranga, your glories will be more known if you deliver those who have really no other chance, no other shelter. That's why Nita is very attracted to the wine shops. He knows the people are looking for divine, but they are drinking wine. We all have this experience, how it feels. We want divine, but we are drinking poison, or we're drinking some cheap replacement. And after, so many years of this experience or this trying to find the divine, then Nitai is coming and is giving us some hints. And this morning I also read in Prema Bhakti Chandrika that even that little drop of faith to try something divine, that is already their mercy. It's nothing to do with us. Our taste is very fallen, or let's say deranged, or maybe in bad habits. But then Nitai comes and is giving the higher taste, is giving some shraddha, is giving some faith, and is helping the soul, us, me, to come to some higher level of shraddha, of faith, and then this will be another taste and another taste. So yeah, we need this mad taste of love. Otherwise, we cannot just grow in the dryness of my own, repetitions of habits, even if they are so-called spiritual habits. No, but we need this taste. And this morning we were also churning so much nectar about this taste and how to get the taste and how to take shelter of Swamini's heart, which is expressed in her beautiful golden lotus bud-like breasts. So we are also diving deep in this connection and finding the mercy in that, how to meditate in the heart of Srimati Radhika, in the heart of hearts, in the heart of Moha. So yes, it's all connected, and I like how you express this mercy, how it came to us through Srila Prabhupada, who also did something unexpected, because everyone told him, "Don't go there on this other side of the how do you say, ocean. There's very dangerous. There's many people there who only will make problems. They are very bad people." But the Nitai in Srila Prabhupada said, "No, now I must go." Could not stop. He was going, although he was in higher age. He was already also in higher age. He didn't care. He was just doing it as a service. So we are very lucky. We are very fortunate. And every day also I pray that some mercy may come, so that new taste will come, new realizations have to come. Otherwise we cannot be just a religious follower of any kind of club. We need to be juicy ourselves. We need to also develop this mercy, the feeling to help others, to connect with Nitai, to connect with Swamini in Vrindavan. So I said something.
Thank you very much.
You want to say?
Here's our Rajeshwara. He also has something to say.
Rajeshwara.
They just came.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm very lucky here to sit with Nityananda Shakti. When you told this, I remember I was so lucky to experience here many different people in Vrindavan, so many different people from different corners of this world, different histories. And there was one Spanish group, not Spanish, I think Argentina. Arjuna is coming from where? Arjuna, from Ecuador. And Gurudev was then traveling to visit them in Ecuador. Very kind people. And I saw one picture, and they were having dinner, and they were even drinking wine there. They had no idea. And Gurudev he was not carrying this, really. So it's really, Gurudev is the manifestation of Nityananda. I can 100% say this. And I experienced this in so many situations. Also here, so many difficult people also came where I said, how you can tolerate so difficult. And Gurudev, in any time, in the midnight, in the middle of night, he gives a place in his heart to anyone. I never saw any situation where he said, no, I don't want to associate with this one or this one. So I think how he can do this. And because so many times in my life I judge other people, but we have to be merciful to anyone. And this is the realization of a pure Vaishnava.
Thank you so much, Raseshwar. This shows the nature.
Sorry, which year you were here, Raseshwara? Which years you were here with Gurudev? With Kanai and you, no? They were serving Gurudev here, very, very personal servants.
2010 and 11. Yeah.
Wow.
So this shows the real nature of such persons, actually. Like everyone knows, Gurudev, sometimes he can be very straightforward, and you may even get fear in that moment. But on the other side, everything he's doing, it's meant to help each other, to come forward on the path. And this is actually real love. So many people do not understand what is the real love. If I have a child and he's going to make nonsense, and I know, will I let him just go because I think, yes, this is love, just let them do whatever they want? Even if it would kill them? No. You want to protect what you love, isn't it? And you want to correct. Otherwise you don't care, and this is not love. So exchange, loving exchange also means sometimes to help, to cross some line maybe you could not cross alone, to extend your borders, which you could not do alone. And sometimes it needs a kick from Nitai. Then you cross the border and you have a new field of love. So love actually cares in some way or other. There are so many different kinds of love. You cannot maybe see it, except you have these transcendental eyes. And here is written, the word Sat Yogendra refers to a bhakti yogi who is endowed with God consciousness. No Kami, Jnani, or Ashtanga yogi can see all the residents of Vrindavan in such a topmost way. Therefore, the best of yogis is described here. Yoginam api sarveshnam matkaten antaratmana shradhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo maddaha. Bhagavad Gita 6:47. A person who worships me with faith, concentrating on me, he is the best of yogis in my opinion. Therefore, even those residents of Vrindavan who appear to be cruel sinners from the material point of view will be seen in the most sweet, blissful forms, like the great kings of yogis, by an offenseless devotee. So only an offenseless devotee can see this very clear. And who is offenseless devotee? Who is in his form. Because, as we saw in Prabhupada's example, from the view of sattva, he should not go there. Even people who were on the view saw it from the view of the soul, Shuddha Sattva, they would say, no, don't go. But a person who is beyond that, in his transcendental form, Vishuddha Sattva, from that platform, you can see, yes, I have to go. So even Sattva can be some hindrance on this path. And even on the platform of the soul, it could be misunderstood, because still you have the chance to go in the material view or in the transcendental view. On this platform you can choose, but you have still the choice. But if you are in your spiritual body, you made already your choice up. Yes, I have the choice, so I choose now the seva of Radharani's lotus feet for the rest of my existence. What means forever. Forever and ever, I will serve your lotus feet, O Radha. Forever and ever. So that's the point. And from this view, you will understand that Swamini loves every single soul so much. How you could reject that souls if they want to take shelter, even if they have no idea how to do it. Would Swamini reject any of these souls? In your spiritual form, you can answer this question immediately, and you will act accordingly. So no wonder that our Gurudev is traveling all over the world, having association with the worst people like me, and giving them mercy, giving them just the mercy of Radharani. And by giving this mercy, cleaning the heart. I think they are all in one bundle. All these gurus, they are all in the bundle of the mercy of Radharani. So we can be very, 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 very happy that the mercy of Panchatattva is actually with us. Because this is changing our life. Conscious or unconscious. From my view, I can say, I made Akyata Sukriti because I had a friend and he was in connection with the Hare Krishnas. I didn't know. I was not aware. He was bringing some sweets sometimes, some ladus and some sandesh. I didn't know what was the name. I didn't know what it is. I just ate it and I thought, oh, wow, that's good stuff. And after some time, he started to tell me some quotes from Bhagavad Gita and so on. And I discussed against them, of course. That's my nature. Material nature. But in the end, I thought that he was right. So Akyata Sukriti. And even if you are against it, You drink wine, you take drugs, like I did at that time. You are discussing against the mercy, like I did in that time. I did so many things against it, but still, Swamini saw that inside, I was missing her love. And this is the point. All the other things she does not recognize. She don't want to see that. And like this is the vision of a transcendental person like Gurudev. All the other things he just don't see, ignoring it. In Vrindavan Mahimamrita 1747, there's written, O brother, although the residents of Vrindavan may be attached to stealing another man's wife or property, they may commit violence to the whole world in many ways, and they may have lost their intelligence out of greed. You should still not disrespect them, taking them to be ordinary sinners. You are blind for the rays of the rising sun like an owl, who cannot appreciate the gorgeous light of the sun. Know that for sure. In this way, Shripad has raised the Brajavasis in many different ways in his Vrindavan Mahimamrita, the glorification of Vrindavan. Madhura Shri Vindhavane Divya Chintamani Dhame Atabhuta Sabara Milana Stavara Jangamayoto Satyagintra Bhagavata Sabakara Sukatar Darshana. How wonderful is the meeting of all the moving and non-moving creatures in the sweet, transcendental Chintamani Dham Vrindavan. They are all great souls and mystics, whose sight delights everyone's eyes. And from such statements, we may understand a little bit how is the view of Radharani. How she sees us. Does she see the stinking substances covering us? Like a small child has pipi and caca everywhere smeared, running to the mama, taking shelter. Does the mother see these bad, stinking substances, or does she just see the child raising the arms, crying, "Mama, Mama, take me"? And Gurudev made it very clear to us. So many times I heard him say like this: Radharani will always take us, and she will not at all see that we are full of pipi and caca. She will clean us, take us to the breast, and giving us her milk. And what is her milk? The purest form of Mahabhav. And in this way, we will grow. Dayanidhi, you didn't say anything today.
It's come. It's come one question to me, considering the mercy of Radhikas, should we think also not only for the persons who are born in Vrindavan, who are living in Vrindavan, but also to the person who just passed through Vrindavan, who was just one time to Vrindavan? Should we think also like Brajabasis? Or there is some specific to think about the persons who are living in Vrindavan? And of course, saintly person will have maybe the same respect to the Brajabasis, or also with the person who are not living in Vrindavan. So there is no problem to make offenses of that. But this kind of question would come to me if maybe Gurudev can say something, or some of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for this wonderful question. Gurudev, are you in the mood? You want to say something? To share something on this, or?
I'm listening. I like very much your sharing.
Thank you for your mercy. So,
There is the
didn't
last of Kishori. She will say something. But she will listen and share. She will listen and share.
So actually, I like this question very much. Actually, there are different views about where is Vrindavan. You can say Vrindavan is a place up, and you want to go there one day. You can say, yeah, but Vrindavan is also on the earth. Bom Vrindavan is also there. So let me go there. And whoever is there is also holy. You may say like that. But my vision through the mercy of Gurudev and Nityananda changed a bit. I see Vrindavan is everywhere where a person is raising his arms and crying for Caitanya Mahaprabhu or Radharani, because wherever this happens, Radharani will be there, and wherever Radharani is, there is Vrindavan. Because Radharani will never ever leave Vrindavan. And where Ananga Manjari is, there is also Vrindavan. Where Nitya is, there is also Vrindavan. Where Panchatattva is, of course, there is Vrindavan. Why it is said that Navadvip is Vrindavan also? So we can have different visions from that, but I think wherever a soul honestly is taking shelter, there's Vrindavan. Because Vrindavan will be with this person.
Beautiful. You inspired me to say something. Actually, Vrindavan is a place. First, we have to know out of Vrindavan. Outside of Vrindavan, we know Krishna, and we want to know Krishna. We want to know God. Slowly we come to the Brahma Paramatma and Bhagavan. Then we want to come to know to the Krishna, and we want to know Krishna. This is out of Vrindavan. Only I want to know you. That is out of Vrindavan. But Vrindavan, when we come and get the mercy of Vrindavan, then we want to relate with you. I want relation with you. And that relation is a three mallow. Vasalya, Sakhya, or Madhuri. For these three mallow, we need Ragatmika Bhakta. Who is doing this? Or Raganuga Bhakta, who is following that way. And that association we want to do. We forget Krishna then. That moment, Radhika become important if we want Raganuga. Then Jasod, if we need Vasalya, then mother become important. Krishna is not important. Similarly, I went to South America. I was in Europe. Jesus is important in European world. But South America, Mother Mary is important. I say, why? Where is Jesus? He's a baby. We worship Mother Jasoda, Mother Mary. Mother. Mother is important for me. So Vrindavan is teaching this relation and be in relationship. That is the gift of Vrindavan. We can learn Sakhya and Vasalya out also, but Madhurya only we can learn in Vrindavan. This is Vrindavan Mahima. We have to take the center, living the knowing to Krishna, to the Radhika. And then we know the real Vrindavan. This happening in Vrindavan only. Out of Vrindavan is very difficult for the others to understand. If he is not Rasik, follow that Raganuga Bhakta. This is my realization of traveling. So what is Vrindavan Mahima? Vrindavan Thakur writing, this is the Vrindavan Mahima. We have to always loving to every living being. Don't judge to others. That is Radha Das. No judgment. Judgment is from out vision. Material vision we judge. We are here divine vision, we will judge wrong way. We cannot judge. Right? No, anyone want to share?
Thank you, Gurudev, for this wonderful explanation and your
Somebody talk
experience.
about Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan in Vrindavan is a very foreigner of Vrindavan. People don't want to know these things in Vrindavan. It's a naive preaching and talking. They are not interested in this, they are interested in Radhika. To know more Radhika, how Radhika see Krishna. And this is Vrindavan.
Ciao.
Yeah.
Yes, Gurudev, you are fully right. Why we come here? We want to learn about love because this is missing in my life. I want to feel my relationship to Radhika and to her Mohan. Because even though I try to look for God, I try to look for the supreme controller, but even that can be very dry after some time. It can be even in a way of a religious experience. But the Brijbasis, and I want to talk now about those who are living here on this planet Earth, they are really, when they see that someone is coming here to Vrindavan and they see them for many years, they always respect, and also they have much appreciation for the Westerners who are coming here to look for the love, to look for Srimati Radhika. And they love also, the devotees who come here for Srimati Radhika's service. That is the goal why we come to Vrindavan. We want to come closer to our Swamini, to Srimati Radhika, and to feel the love in all living entities. And here in Vrindavan, it is so obvious. The Brijbasis are very soft-hearted. That's why there's so many, the animals are on the roads, and they don't even want to kick out the monkeys because they have so much feelings for the monkeys. And the Brijbasis are very soft-hearted. You will not find this kind of energy somewhere else. And even if somebody doesn't like to come here, sometimes people don't come to Munge Mandir because they think, there's too much milk here. Too much to eat. I will be pressed to eat too much prasad. And they have different aversions, or some, like judgments or so. But the Gurudev always is so merciful, and he loves everyone. He's always looking for those who are coming here. And he feels if they get too much Krishna, then he feels, but they come for Srimati Radhika. So that is the mercy of Vrindavan for me. I need to feel more in the way how Srimati Radhika wants me to use me in her service. I want to feel this. I need the mercy for this, and that's why I come. So we are very lucky that we can be here in a place where these things are openly shared and everyone can express their feelings. We don't have to be shy, and we are not We are not kept on a very, how do you say, lower understanding of Vrindavan. We are not here to be a tourist or to come even to do pilgrimage. That is very good to start, but we want to go deeper and we want to make more realizations, and that is what I need help for. No? That's why I come. That's why I come. I crawl here. If I cannot walk, I will crawl, because that is my goal of my life. And that, like Gurudev said, I need the mercy of someone who is living in this. Otherwise, my mentality is always easily to be covered again. Very easily. Even externally, I can say Radhe Radhe, but how do I feel it? How can I, every day live in this? And how can I completely absorb myself in her service? That I need to cry for. This is something I want to cry for. So that is the mercy of Vrindavan. And I can only say to the question of you, our dear Dayanidhi Prabhu, that the Brajpasis are very merciful. They are very merciful. They always accept all of us. We come here as foreigners, and they come here with this already in their hearts. They feel already like family to Radha and to Krishna, and they are having, very secret and very special relationships. They are their family members. But they accept all of us. We are coming for many years and we are trying and trying, and they I think the Holy Dham is accepting us. Somehow I feel very much always accepted and blessed. And like Gurudev said, we need some Rasika Vaishnava to help us in these feelings. Otherwise, if even the so-called Rasika Vaishnava will keep me on God consciousness, then what? I'm lost. That is, we are crying for this, and we want to share this with others, and we hope that, we get again and again and again the help and the strength of Nitai to come to Vrindavan and to live in Vrindavan and to live in the holy name like this, like a natural life with a lot of affection and with a lot of mercy flowing between all of us and also between Srimati Radhika and us, or me. Now, Kishore, you also have to say something because you are also here in Vrindavan. Last day, share something. Gurudev likes to hear you. We like to hear you.
I can attest to this, what I will share on the last day. Radhe Radhe, Dandavat to all Vaishnavas. I'm very inspired by what Gurudev and Suniti were saying now. I can remember one thing comes to my mind, which at the beginning when I came to Vrindavan and asked for instructions and help from Gurudev on how to improve my spiritual life, he said, just relax and be happy. Many times. And I didn't really understand how he will say to everyone different things, and to me he's saying to relax and be happy. But just this time in Vrindavan, the first time I start to understand what he means with relax. Because in my mind, relax means like going to the beach, laying in the sun, laying somewhere on the sofa, not doing anything, relaxing. But actually, what I think that Gurudev means is just accept everything as it comes, as it is. Don't try to go against the flow. If some circumstances, conditions are there, then relax, take it in, see what you can do in these conditions. And I was also now very fortunate this time that we were here during Nityananda Trayodashi, because also today you start the class with the song again, with Antaranitai, Bahiranitai. And I can feel the mercy of Nitai very strongly this time, and not in the nice, comfortable way. It's like Gurudev says that Nitai is Balaram and also Anangamanjari. So my realization this time with the Balaram part, how Gurudev explained that the meaning of this is that he's plowing the field in our heart, which is made of stones. Like no seed can grow there, so he has to come and plow it. And I feel that in Vrindavan this happens. Like Suniti also mentioned that some people come and say like, I don't want to come because I have to eat too much, or some other thing is uncomfortable for the physical body here. I feel all these things that can be uncomfortable when we are in this material consciousness are also the mercy of Nitai and the plowing of the field and the preparation for relaxing and being happy. So I feel like I am very much full of false ego and judgment, judging, always judgmental. So for me, I really need all of your blessings to accept everything, because we are so fortunate that we can sit here in front of Gurudev, and in the class, I feel it's not even about the words so much, always, that are being said. It's the actions that and the example that Gurudev is giving to us. So if the teaching is we have to be tolerant and non-judgmental, then it is not enough if Gurudev says, be tolerant and don't judge to anyone. But he's showing this 24/7. The door is always open. Anyone can come, anytime. In the class, anyone can talk. Everyone can talk. In the classes, Gurudev is talking less and less because he's also fulfilling the desires of everyone who wants to share and talk. And so I can see that this is also the teaching, that I cannot choose even here, like if I can listen to him or her or him or whoever. I just have to take this teaching in, that he's accepting everyone and being tolerant to everyone. And so this is the teaching for me, which is obviously for someone like me who is totally in this material consciousness. I really need all of your mercy and blessings to be able to develop on this path. Radha, Radha.
Thank you so much, Kishori, Nitya Kishori. So we really got the mercy from Vrindavan today, from Gurudev, Suniti, and others also. So I can feel that actually Gurudev is always spreading his mercy. Nowadays also through the mouths of other people. But we should not see the external thing, the mouth of someone else. We should listen what does actually Gurudev want to say us. It's like the bump on the street. I had this experience really, that really a bump on the street was telling me something in a moment which was hard for myself. And I heard that Gurudev was speaking through this bump on the street to me, really. And it really had an impact in my heart, and I knew in this moment, yes, this was not a bump. This is just outside vision. It really was Gurudev. And the bump was asking me like, do you think you can do it? It was a test. And in this moment I understood Gurudev is asking me, do you think you can do it? And then I said, yes, Gurudev, with your power, I can do it. And then I did it. So in this way, wherever you want to see Gurudev, he is. That's it. And in this way, wherever you want to see Vrindavan, there it is. That's it. But of course, it doesn't mean that Vrindavan is not there, and whoever is living in Vrindavan there is specially merciful and especially interested in giving this mercy to all people who want honestly take shelter at Radharani's lotus feet. And it also means that whoever can see the real nature in other persons, even here in the Western countries, whoever wants to see the real nature and not the outside view, whoever wants to see Radharani's qualities in every living entity, this person is in Vrindavan. So it's also up to us if we want to stay in Vrindavan or somewhere else. So thank you all very, very much for sharing and inspiring on this topic.
Gauravani, Radha. I just want to add, that I love so much. This is not enough in words. When Gurudev speaks on Vrindavan, really it seems so, like, I don't know, my imagination then starts like I'm there, really. And then when I count on fingers, already 6 years passed while I was there, but in numbers it really doesn't seem so much. It's so interesting. Not that is not like missing, but I don't know. It's so condensed probably somehow when I am with you, or I don't know how, but really it's very something. And when he speaks any theme, in fact, and I just got my conscious, maybe you notice, I just got like a sleep, but it's not sleeping, it's I just can't react in another way. So I'm sorry I can't go there, but when he speaks, like, I'm really there. Thank you, Gurudev.
I just remember that even here, if you meet someone who loves his country where he's coming from, then you can actually feel that this person is also with the country he's coming from. And even much more it counts if someone is coming from Vrindavan and living in Vrindavan all the time. Wherever he is going, whatever he is expressing, it's expressing, of course, also Vrindavan. Because it's such a deep, loving connection. So Gurudev is a Brajavasi and he is spreading Braj to other people.
Mercy. Mercy of Nitai. Mercy of Vrindavan. To accepting this fallen soul and giving for the service for Radha Mohan to one unqualified person who is not fit for that. All is a mercy.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe. I think it's a good point here to stop with that mercy and let the feelings sink into that, what this mood is just now here, and go deeper. Thank you so much. Jai Gurudev, Jai Vrindavan Dham, Jai Nityananda.